Good morning, children. Today we will continue how to write the formula. So first of all, there are some basic things which we studied yesterday only. To write formula of any compound, you should have the knowledge of valencies. Okay, valency is combining capacity of an element. Means it contains ions. A compound is made up of two ions. One is positive ion and one is negative ion. So positive ions are positively charged and negative ions are negatively charged, and these will combinedly form a compound which is neutral nature. Okay. And there are a group of atoms which are called polyatomic ions, where there is a group. For example, if I write PO4 thrice, so this is polyatomic ion of phosphate. Okay, phosphate. So if you know few valencies, like you take a, if you check, if you want to take page number 37, this table plays important role, because the whole method of writing formula, you can use this table only to write any compound name, or to write any compound formula and name. Okay, so how to write a formula? Then what is a compound? A compound is formed by two or more combination of two or more substances or two or more ions. Okay, again there is one compound called simplest compound. Okay, so simple compound, how to write? So simple compounds are made up of two different elements. They are called binary compounds. If the simple compounds contain two different elements, they are called binary compounds. Okay, I will give one next example later. Okay, so while writing there are some rules also. Valencies of some ions are given in table 3.6, as I told already. Page number 37, 3.6, it is given. You have to practice by seeing that only. Okay, while you can use this to write the tables, formula for compounds. While writing the chemical formula for compounds, what you should do? We write the constituent elements and the valency as shown below. As shown below, we will write. See, I told simple compound means, one example is sodium chloride is a simple compound. This is made up of one atom of sodium. Sodium is positive charge, chloride is negative charge. So its valency is 1, So there is a method of interchanging of numbers. So that is called crisscross method. So by using crisscross method, we are able to write the chemical formula of any compound based on their valencies. Okay, so first we start with hydrogen chloride, or we can call hydrochloric acid. Okay, so formula of, so you are studying about how to write formula of simple compounds. Simple compounds. Okay, see, first you should write symbol. What is symbol? You should know very well. Symbol you should know, then you should know valency. Okay, so both you should know, then only you are able to write. So suppose you are writing the formula for what? For which compound? Hydrogen chloride. So while writing this or while practicing the method of writing chemical formula, you should keep the book in front of you, and you should just glance page number 37, a box 3.6 box is there, table 3.6. So there, that makes easy to write the chemical formula. So suppose you want to write hydrogen chloride, it contains two atoms. One is hydrogen and one is chloride. So that is actually, it is not atom, it is in the form of ion. Hydrogen is positive charge, chloride is negative charge. Okay, here positive negative elements combine and form a neutral compound. So what is the valency here? 1. Its valency is 1. Crisscross means what happens actually here? the one below the chloride will go and attach with hydrogen or combine with hydrogen. Okay, actually it will become H. Who will take this one? H1 will take. Chloride will take. So chloride, hydrogen will take. So chloride, how many will take? 1. So 1 is negligible. We write HCl, means it is understood. If you write only HCl, H indicates one molecule, one atom of hydrogen. Cl indicates one atom of chlorine. So this is hydrogen chloride. Okay, this is a formula. Again, suppose if I write hydrogen sulfide, so this is a symbol, valency and compound. This is symbol, valency and compound. Okay, same case we will try for hydrogen sulfide. So what is hydrogen sulfide? Hydrogen formula is atomic mass of hydrogen is, atomic number of hydrogen is 1 only. Hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen is plus 1. Actually it is charge. It is charge. So its valency is plus 1. It is understood, plus 1. Okay. And its valency is 2. But what is that actually valency? You should know. This valency indicate number of electrons present in the last orbit. You can write down. Valency indicates number of electrons present in last orbit, last shell or orbit also you can tell, or that is also called valence shell. It's called valence shell. If 2 electrons are there, its valency is 2. If 3 are there, its valency is 3. 4 are there, 4 valency. 5 are there, 5 cannot be the valency. Again, there is one more method. So you should subtract 8 minus 5. So valency of that compound is 3. Okay. Now we will try to write some other compounds name also. Okay. So just you can write down once, read it and write down. Hydrogen sulfide symbol is H plus. Plus is a charge of hydrogen. Sulfide is minus, negative charge. So its valency of hydrogen is 1 and its valency is 2. Okay. Then what is valency? Actually valency indicates number of electrons present in the last orbit. Okay. Now next compound we will write carbon tetrachloride. Okay. Formula of carbon tetrachloride. Okay. Now carbon is C, chloride is Cl. Okay. Symbol of carbon is C, C plus, and chloride is Cl minus. Then valency of carbon. What is the valency of carbon here? 4. What is the valency of chloride? 1. So there is interchange of valencies, numbers here. So it becomes, so compound, what is the compound or molecular formula you can tell. So compound formed is carbon tetrachloride. C, okay, you write as it is, CCl you write. So 1 will be given to carbon. So we write 1 here. Actually 1 is negligible, no need to write. Okay. Then 4 is given to chloride. So this is called carbon tetra means 4. Tetra means 4 chloride atoms. Carbon tetrachloride is a chemical formula for what? This one. Carbon tetrachloride. Okay. Then how to write again what? Chemical formula for magnesium chloride. You can take many other examples. Okay. So for magnesium chloride, we write symbol of cation first, followed by the symbol anion. Okay. So whatever it is, mostly all of them are what we did just now. Just now what we did here. See, in this case, you wrote chemical formula for hydrogen chloride. Okay. You wrote chemical formula for hydrogen sulfide. You wrote chemical formula for CCl4. Okay. But in all these case, one interesting fact is there. What is that? This hydrogen is positive charge. Hydrogen is positive charge. Hydrogen positive charge. Okay. So this is positive charge elements are called cation. So cation. Okay. So negatively charged elements are called anion. Whoever is having negative charge, they are called anions. Okay. So that's why I told there is crisscross. If negatively charged, they are called anion. So sulfur chloride is negative. Okay. Sulfide is negative in charge. Chloride is negative in charge. So this is anion. Okay. So initially we wrote this. Then we will solve some of the examples which are given here, like page number 39. Blue question. Write down the chemical formula for sodium oxide. Okay. So table 3.6 very important. So we should know table also here. So formula for sodium oxide. What is this question? Page number is 39. Question number 1. Okay. This is first one. Sodium oxide. Then we write sodium. What? First you write symbol. And next you write valency. That is charge. What charge they contain. Then you write name of the compound or name of the compound. Okay. So symbol, valency as compound or molecular formula you can write. Molecular formula also you can tell. Okay. Molecular formula. Okay. Sodium valency. Sodium is having negative Na. Its symbol is Na and oxide is O. This is plus, this is minus. So charge of sodium is 1. Charge of oxide is 2. So crisscross method. So 2 goes to Na and 1 is given to oxide. So that becomes crisscross. You write first as it is NaO. There is a method of writing also. Na, N capital, A small, O capital, NaO. Na2 is taken by whom? Sodium. So we write Na2. And 1 is negligible. We don't need, no need to write 1, it is understood. O means 1 only. Okay. So chemical formula or molecular formula for sodium oxide is Na2O. This is one example. Second also remaining I will give homework. Okay, one more. See, if I write magnesium chloride formula, magnesium chloride, okay, then symbol, valency, formula. Okay, so magnesium valency, symbol is Mg plus and Cl minus. So valency of magnesium is 2 chloride valence is 1. So by crisscross method, chlorine goes to, so 2 number goes to chloride, and 1 is given to magnesium. So we write MgCl. Mg is 1, no nitrate. Cl is 2. So formula, chemical formula for magnesium chloride is MgCl2. Okay. See, actually why we write formula, you know? Because this, here you see, you may ask one question, sir, why we can't write as it is? Why we can't write as it is Mg plus Cl2 minus Cl minus 1, 2? Why we can't write like this? Your question is there. But in this case, whenever they will receive the electron or donate the electron, they both charges will get cancelled, they become balanced, so then they become neutral. So these both are active, means they are highly reactive. Ionic form elements are reactive. When these both are reactive, they react and they form a compound which is neutral, means ions are stronger than compounds. Ions are stronger or highly reactive than atoms. So two atoms combine, two ions combine and form a compound. Okay. Now, so that's why again a formula for aluminum calcium oxide will write. Chemical formula for aluminum oxide or calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. Children, this example I will explain you. Calcium's valence is, so calcium symbol is Ca plus, oxide is minus. Okay. Valency of calcium is 2, oxide charge is 2 only. Okay. Now, calcium and oxide. So 2 is given to calcium and one more 2, which is where a Ca is, it is shared, it is exchanged with what? That's why it called crisscross, means exchange. Okay. So formula becomes Ca2O2. So Ca2 is not the correct method. So we should simplify this. When you want to simplify, this becomes CaO. Both Ca2 and O2. 2 get cancelled. Actually it will not get cancelled. We should write always in simplified form. Calcium oxide is CaO. Okay. And I will give one more case. Sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate. Okay. Sodium nitrate, if I write here. Okay. Sodium symbol is Na plus. Nitrate is a group of polyatomic ion represented by minus. Okay. NO3 minus Na plus. Okay. Means it is having one valency. This also has one valency. Again, crisscross method. How much? The formula becomes NaNO3. Sodium nitrate is the chemical formula for, NaNO3 is the chemical formula for sodium nitrate. Okay. Now, one more last example I will give. Calcium hydroxide. Okay. Calcium hydroxide. Okay. So page number 37, table number 3.6. Keep in mind. Okay. Calcium symbol is Ca and hydroxide actually it is OH minus. Then its valence is 2, its valence is 1. Charge is 1. Then crisscross method. It will come like this, it will become like this. Okay. So formula for Ca, you write OH as it is. So 2 is given to OH. So we write in the bracket 2. So calcium hydroxide is CaOH twice. But you may ask question why we can't write as CaOH 2. We can write. This we cannot write because OH bracket 2 indicates calcium hydroxide means it contains one atom of calcium and joined with 2 hydroxyl group. This is like this they write. Calcium hydroxide is written in this way in the structural formula, means it is joined with 2 hydroxyl ions. So that's why we write it as what? CaOH twice. So we write bracket because bracket indicates only it contains 2 atoms of hydrogen and 2 atoms of oxygen. Okay. So this is about one thing. Then again, so we will try to write 1 or 2 formulas for different compounds. Okay. Sodium carbonate. So this is generally you call washing soda, no? Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate, sodium symbol is Na plus, carbonate symbol charge is CO3 minus. Okay, and its valence is 1, its valence is 2. Crisscross, it goes here, it goes here. So symbol or chemical formula for sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. Okay, this is one example. Here brackets are not required if there is only one ion present. If here bracket is not required because there is only one ion. Here this is a group, but here there is only one ion. Okay, but in the case of OH there is 2. Okay, next we will write one more formula of ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate. It is ammonium symbol is NH4 plus, sulfate is SO4 minus. Okay, the charge of ammonium is 1 and the charge of sulfate is 2. Okay, now the formula becomes NH4. Okay, 2 will be given to NH4 and 1 will be taken by sulfate. Okay, so 2 when you write here we need bracket, because if I write 2 here, what it becomes? It shows it is NH4 or NH42, NH42. Okay, to avoid confusion, it shows if we write like this NH4 twice, then SO4 instead like this NH4 twice, ammonium sulfate. So NH4 twice means it indicates ammonium ions. How many are there? 2 are there. They are joined with sulfate ion. NH4 1, here NH4, and between there is sulfate like this NH4, and this is joined with SO4 like this. So this is the structural formula. So ammonium group is joined with sulfate group. 2 ammonium atoms will combine with 1 sulfate molecule like this. Okay, so this is about the how to write formula and all. So there is homework for you. You can write down the formula like blue questions of question number 1 and question number. No, you can solve only question number 1. Question number 1 will be the homework. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.